If anyone at all ever intends to truly understand what is going on today, we are going to have to view things from a different level. To be able to see what is going on today, we're going to have to look at things from a different view. And in order to do any of that, we're going to have to look at 3 or 4 things primarily and specifically. This is human being 101. This is how it is, what it is to be a human being on planet Earth today in the 21st century. Some of these things used to be on this planet as knowledge, but they're not here anymore. So we need to take a look at these things. First and foremost, we are going to have to understand the war that rages between light and darkness. This thing's been going on for thousands of years. This is crucial to see. We have to look at this with the humanities of civilization in mind. If we can't do that, we're only going to see very little bursts of time. And to see very little bursts of time is to miss a whole bunch of stuff that we really need to know and understand to be able to piece together what's going on today. Another thing we need to see is something that's been muddled and confused over time so bad that it doesn't even mean what it's supposed to mean anymore. When you hear the word, which I'm going to tell you at the end of explaining it to you, you're going to be shocked and dismayed at how far astray this word and the meaning behind this word has actually come to confuse people rather than to enlighten people. But I'm telling you this, there is an arrangement of how everything is put together, how this world works, how it's aligned in the universe, what's going on. This deals in physics, it deals in energies, it deals in consciousness. It's the arrangement of how things are put together. You're going to, or we are going to have to be able to at least have a grip on this to be able to understand what is going on, because there are standards, you see. There are standards to life. We don't really believe that anymore, but we better get back to it, because these standards are truly based on something other than what somebody's saying, what somebody's thinking, or, well, in this moment we'll do this, but in the next moment we'll do that. It's not relative to the whims, but it's actually founded in something serious, something universal, something dimensional, something physics related, something hard science related, something spiritual science related. That's something that has to be looked at. So getting a real good grip, at least a foundational grip on understanding that is something that needs to be seen in order to truly understand what's going on today. That one's crucial. We also have an understanding of our own history. This one is a biggie. It's so big that they don't teach it anymore. That's how big it is. That's how important it is. It's so important that they don't teach it in school anymore. Not the real deal. And I'm not sure that they ever taught the real deal in school. But we really need to understand it and what it is. Once we can get some sort of grasp of understanding on these three things, then we can really begin to understand where we are today, what's going on, why it's going on, what's happening, why we're losing everything, why everything's being taken from us, why our rights are being trampled on, why no one's listening to us, why everyone's running agenda on us, and why everything's happening the way it's happening. There's a real reason for it. There's no and, ifs, or buts about it. And I think that this is the most crucial thing to get a hold of before we entertain any other thing. We really need to get a hold of this, at least see this for what it is, so that you can formulate an opinion. Well, is this guy, that would be me talking to you right now, is this guy a fringe, lunatic, madman, nutcase? Or is he making a very valid point, and one that I should at least entertain, and perhaps if, only if, and if his points seem valid, I may want to pursue what he's saying with just a tiny bit more fervor than I am at this moment in time. This is important. Let's first take a look at this war that rages between light and darkness.